I want babies. The entire room went silent. Cameras were rolling. The interviewer leaned in, visibly shocked. Lee Min-ho, sitting in a tailored black suit, had just dropped a bombshell mid-interview. I want babies. And I want them with Song Hye Kyo. The audience watching live across the globe froze. Was this a joke? A slip of the tongue? But Lee Min-ho didn't laugh. He meant every word. The interviewer cautiously asked, "You're serious?" He smiled and replied, "Dead serious. I've waited long enough." Fans exploded across the internet. Clips of the moment flooded TikTok and YouTube within minutes. Lee Min-ho trended worldwide. But what no one knew was what happened before that interview. For months, rumors swirled that Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo had quietly rekindled their bond. Ever since their secret dinner in Jeju Island, which Dispatch barely caught on camera, fans speculated something deep was happening between them. It wasn't just about chemistry anymore. It was about timing, maturity, love. An insider revealed, Lee Min-ho started talking about wanting to settle down seriously. He said he's done waiting for the perfect moment, and he's ready to start a family with her. Just days after the viral interview, Song Hye Kyo was seen at a luxury spa in Busan, shielded by security. But fans noticed she wasn't hiding, she was glowing. That same evening, she posted a cryptic message on her Instagram story, "Maybe the heart knows what the mind was too afraid to say." Speculation went wild. Was that her way of saying, "Yes, we talked about names already"? In a follow-up interview, Lee Min-ho didn't backtrack. In fact, he went deeper. "We've talked about names. Hye Kyo wants something traditional. I want something playful. So we're meeting halfway." He chuckled and added, "Don't be surprised if you hear a lullaby playing from our house soon." The fandom is divided between shock and pure joy. Some fans cried watching his confession, saying they'd waited years to hear him speak from the heart. Others begged the couple to confirm their relationship officially. One fan commented, "If this ends in wedding bells and baby shoes, it will be the best K-drama plot twist of all time." But in real life, on a rainy Seoul night, paparazzi caught Lee Min-ho dropping off a bouquet of pink roses at a building believed to be Song Hye Kyo's residence. He didn't wait for her to come down. He just left the flowers, smiled at the sky, and walked away. But was it a goodbye gesture, or the beginning of a lifetime? As the pink roses sat quietly outside Song Hye Kyo's residence, the internet spiraled into a frenzy. The photo of the flowers, taken by a fan and posted online, had gone viral. Some claimed they saw her silhouette behind the curtain. Others swore they saw her come down an hour later to pick up the bouquet, eyes glistening. But what truly turned the tables was what happened 48 hours later. After 2 days of silence, Song Hye Kyo finally posted on her official account. It was a soft video clip, no music, just the gentle sound of waves. And then, she spoke. "Sometimes, the heart doesn't move on. Sometimes, it waits. And sometimes it says yes." The video ended with a simple image, 2 baby shoes resting on a window ledge, overlooking the ocean. Fans screamed. Was she confirming something? Was it a metaphor? Or was she already expecting? Just when fans thought things couldn't get more intense, Dispatch dropped a never-before-seen clip from 2 weeks prior. It showed Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo shopping, disguised, wearing masks, and accompanied by security, at a baby boutique in Seoul's upscale Cheongdam-dong district. They were looking at cribs and onesies. At one point, Lee Min-ho was even caught on camera holding up a baby girl's dress and showing it to Hye Kyo. She giggled and shook her head. "Too pink," she mouthed. The clip confirmed what everyone had suspected: this was not a drill. An anonymous source from the interview set revealed something else that happened off camera. Right before Lee Min-ho made the "babies" statement, he received a phone call during a break. He stepped out, came back with a calm smile, and asked the producers, "Do you mind if I go off script? I need to speak from the heart." It turns out, that morning, he had called Hye Kyo and asked, "If I said I want a family with you, on live TV, would that scare you?" She replied, after a pause, "Say it if you mean it." And he did. What no one saw was the diamond ring he had in his inner jacket pocket during that interview. He never brought it out. Not yet. But it was there. A blurry video surfaced days later of a couple, very closely resembling Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, being escorted through a VIP terminal at Incheon Airport. Destination, undisclosed. Speculations arose. Were they leaving to escape the media storm? Was it a babine? Were they heading to Europe for a private ceremony? Their agencies refused to confirm or deny. But fans noticed one detail. The woman in the video had a gentle hand resting over her stomach. In his next appearance, Lee Min-ho didn't address the baby rumors. Instead, he simply said, "Life isn't always a movie, but sometimes love writes a better script than we ever could." When asked if he was happy, he smiled and nodded. "I'm building something real, and I hope one day, when we tell this story to our child, they'll know it all began with truth and a lot of love." A week after the media whirlwind, a surprising revelation shook fans again. Song Hye Kyo had moved out of her residence. Not permanently, but to somewhere much more private. A close friend of the actress revealed anonymously she needed space, not from him, but from the cameras, from the noise. She's taking time to decide what the future looks like, but she's not running away. But what struck the most was what she left behind, a letter, handwritten and left on her pillow, which somehow made its way to a celebrity gossip site. While no one confirmed its authenticity, the contents aligned perfectly with everything the world had witnessed. It read, "They call it shocking, but love should never be a scandal. You said you want babies. What if I told you I've been ready too?" Then came the biggest headline of the month. Photos emerged of Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo entering a private maternity clinic late at night, accompanied by bodyguards. While no doctor or staff spoke to the press, someone from the building reported they were smiling. He held her hand the whole time. It was beautiful. And then, one moment that truly confirmed what fans had only dared to hope for. As they exited, Lee Min-ho placed his hand gently on Hye Kyo's lower stomach and whispered something that made her tear up. Cameras caught a single word from his lips. Hours. Days later, Lee Min-ho's agency released a brief, vague statement. "Our artist is in a happy chapter of his personal life. Please continue to support his career and respect his privacy." But fans are fans. They found out that the actor had quietly purchased a secluded home on Jeju Island. Not just a vacation home, but one that had a nursery designed by a luxury baby brand, according to construction permits and leaked floor plans. People close to the actor said, "He's not just playing house. He's preparing for forever." Another anonymous insider from Hye Kyo's circle broke the internet with one line. He proposed. Not with a spotlight, not with cameras. Just a candle, a lullaby, and a simple question. "Will you grow old with me, and let's raise a little us?" Her answer, according to the source, she cried for 5 minutes, then said yes with a kiss. Neither Lee Min-ho nor Song Hye Kyo has confirmed a relationship, but they haven't denied it either. Their silences, their posts, their public appearances, everything tells a story without needing a single label. Fans are now convinced it's only a matter of time before they reveal a pregnancy, a marriage, or maybe both. This is better than any drama they've acted in. The babies, the ring, the clinic, it's all too real. And we're crying. If they announce a wedding, I'm throwing a nationwide viewing party. On her Instagram, Song Hye Kyo shared one final story. Just a picture. Those same baby shoes from her earlier post now placed next to a tiny onesie embroidered with the words, "Our little miracle." No caption, no explanation, just pure emotion. And fans knew this story was only just beginning. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for exciting updates on your favorite celebrities.